You have nothing to be scared about.
Christians are really disturbing.
You need to sacrifice something for the Lord.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're having a great day today. Hopefully it's not raining like it is here because it feels miserable as fuck. But it's always a good time to spend with your loved ones and family. And hopefully none of them have decided to join a cult. Did you see one of the new movies that has been classified as psychological horror and came out last year in the States in selected theaters and only just hit Australia now? I did, and now I don't think I'll be able to sleep. The Lodge. Directed by Veronika, Franz, and Severin Fiala, starring Keough, Jaeden, McHugh, Richard Armitage, and Alicia Silverstone. An original idea that exists in the sense of family matters, as a dad brings his new girlfriend and 2 kids to a lodge in the middle of nowhere in order to get some proper R&R. Well, if the R&R stands for revenge and red rum, it's only the word I could think of that had an R in it, then I guess they're gonna be in for a good time. But is this movie really scary as hell, as most people are saying? Or is it just another wannabe cult film that's trying to make a following? Let's find out. Kick it into the good. The very first thing that you're going to notice is the cinematography. It is nice to see that so many directors have decided to take this new approach now, to really take the time to develop the craft, different shots, and the way they want the audience to see the film. You got long shots, far down hallways, up close and personal, very slow pans, very slow zoom-ins. There's a lot to be desired when it comes to this. You're someone who just loves to eat up the scenery? Well then, dig in. Each actor in this, like, some phenomenal performances are happening on screen. Keough shows very tense moments through her character, but also adding in that little bit of confusion that makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Jaeden Martell and McHugh. This is the first time I've seen McHugh on screen. Creepy kid vibe, same time proper sensitivity when it comes to being that age. And Jaeden Martell, the amount of times I've seen him in movies, I'm really not surprised about how well he did in this performance either. He's got some very shocking moments. It could be a nice family dinner and then suddenly bam, slaps you right in the face. Someone splashing a bucket of cold water on you when you least suspect it. Although it did have a few moments probably would consider jump scares, honestly that really was more of the music's position. It really does fill you with a sense of dread, unknowingness of exactly what is supposed to be going on. And the minute that you think it's got to be this, right? No, it completely changes and keeps you guessing till the very end. And that's just made apparent more through the music and the sound design. There are so many uncomfortable moments in this that you are literally gripping the edge of your seat. Now that may have been me. If you were watching this at night, you'd be feeling a little bit uncomfortable as well. There are some very tense moments, from bad to worse. Mostly from an audience standpoint, nail biting to wondering what the hell's going on. It was very well thought out in each and every moment that they took. One of the characters' faces hidden for majority of the start. Kinda hard to do. Most of the time people just have them in the shadows and stuff, but if you obscure it, anything is possible. It fills you with that sense of uneasiness and not knowing exactly whether this person is supposed to be the one we're rooting for or being scared by. And if you're a Christian, you can either love or hate this movie. There are a lot of themes in here that would probably have most moviegoers running towards the doors. And it's a wonder if you'll ever be able to sleep after it. And with all these crazy, psychological, horrific endeavors, there are a few of them that sort of walk on eggshells as they're coming up to you. So there are a few confusing moments. Probably going to be nitpicking and trying to find little issues that are going on. Going from little things like consistency to big questions as to why did they need to include that. Very slow. Well, this was only about an hour and 45. If you're okay with sitting through a film, literally sitting, waiting for something to happen, well, you might be disappointed. This movie isn't really one of those ones that you can sort of sit through. You have to really think on it and try to be invested in everything that's happening. And that's probably not going to be something for most moviegoers. It can be kind of an insult. It'll throw this massive plot device into the mix and then suddenly say, never mind, we're getting rid of that. The little moments question the characters' integrity and the way that they play out the story. You can take it or leave it however you want. Guarantee you'll be feeling something for at least one of the people that's in this. Now, whether you like it, love it, hate it, despise it, this isn't a movie for everyone. And you're probably wondering why I haven't said much. I don't want to. This is honestly a love letter to something along the lines of Hereditary and Midsommar, even though it's not an A24 film, which is so surprising to me. Thinking themselves, oh god, another one? And I went through that as well. I was so close to giving this movie a 1. As I was sitting through, and it took me a little bit of time and understood exactly what was going on, my opinion changed greatly completely. Honestly, the summary of this movie is family in a lodge, and things go awry. I can't say anything else because it's something you have to check out for yourself. Be warned, it is dark. Very dark. Absolute mindfuck of a movie that will have you in twists and knots long after it's over, questioning your very integrity and have you wondering exactly who you should be rooting for. But make sure you think on it after you've left. Your views on this movie might change, much like mine did. Could be for the better, could be for the worse, but there is one thing that really holds up when it comes to the cabin fever. That's why the lodge gets. Now, I always like to end my reviews with a quote from the film, and my favourite quote was, "Repent, and you will find salvation." You'll know when you see it. But that being said, did you see it? Will you see it? And if so, let me know in the comments. Until then, I've been DJ, and always remember, did you see it? Okay, well that was an interesting experience and really made me question a lot of things that I've been doing lately. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some work to do.